Welcome to Echoes and Wings Africa channel, where we strengthen love, faith, and roots in just a few minutes. We help couples to rediscover balance in love, parenting, and career growth. We share practical tips and wisdom to help your family stay rooted in strong values to achieve your dreams. In the small town of Maun, Botswana, there once stood two trees near the riverbank. One was tall and green, the other dry and bare. Every evening, villagers will sit under the green tree and take pictures, posting them online with captions like the tree of life. Yet few noticed that the tree's roots drew from the same water that now reached the dry one. The difference was only that one had been scarred by fire and needed time to heal. One day, a young couple came arguing beneath the trees. The wife posted a picture of herself under the green tree, smiling with the caption, "Peace at last." Her husband, angry, posted under the dry tree, "Some roots are not worth watering." Their posts went viral, but when the rains came months later, both trees flourished side by side. Just like the couple who quietly and secretly reconciled. The trees never cared for likes or comments, they only sought water. The couple learned too late that social media had nearly destroyed something sacred, their marriage narrative. Beloved, we live in a time when social media has become the mirror many couples use to define their worth. Instead of nurturing intimacy in private, we perform happiness online and hide our healing offline. 1 Corinthians 16:14 tells us, "Let all that you do be done in love. Love thrives in authenticity, not performance." There's an African proverb that says, "He who eats with the crowd will not notice when the food is gone." When you feed your marriage to public opinion, you lose the private nourishment that sustains it. Today, let's talk about the danger of social media controlling your marriage narrative and how to guard your union from digital distortion. Number 1, social media magnifies moments, not realities. What we see online is a highlight reel, not the full story. Many couples compare their behind-the-scenes struggles to another couple's filtered moments. When you let social media shape your expectations, you begin to crave validation more than connection. You start thinking, if we didn't post it, did it even happen? Yet true intimacy grows in the unseen, the quiet forgiveness, the shared prayer, the ordinary kindness. Guard your reality. Don't let filtered images redefine what faithfulness looks like. Number 2, the danger of digital validation. When likes and comments become emotional fuel, your marriage becomes performative. A wife begins to dress for Instagram rather than her husband's eyes. A husband plans vacations for pictures, not connection. Soon, conflict is handled through captions and cryptic posts instead of conversations and prayer. When you outsource validation to followers, you weaken the covenant that only two people were meant to keep. Ask yourself, am I more concerned about how my marriage looks or how it actually is? Number 3, social media invites comparison and division. Comparison is the thief of marital peace. When social media defines what a successful marriage should look like, luxurious, glamorous, always smiling, we begin to despair and despise the simplicity of our own journey. Yet Scripture reminds us in Galatians 6:4, each one should test their own actions, then they can take pride in themselves alone, without comparing themselves to someone else. When you measure your love through another couple's lenses, you lose sight of the divine story God is writing uniquely for you. Protect your peace by celebrating your process in marriage. Number 4, reclaim your private space. Every marriage needs a sacred space, a room where no phone enters, no screenshots exist, no opinion matters, but God's opinion stands. The moment you allow outsiders to narrate your union, you lose ownership of your story. Reclaim that privacy, discuss boundaries, pray before you post. Remember, some moments are holy, not for display, but for devotion. Guard what is sacred. Not everything worth celebrating is worth sharing. Here's an activity for you. I call it the Offline Connection Challenge. Take a moment, as individuals or as a couple, and do this. Put your phones away for 24 hours. Write each other a handwritten note. No emojis, no captions, just words from your heart. Reflect together. What does your marriage look like without an audience? Then pray together. Ask God to remind you of the purpose of your union beyond what others see it to be. This exercise will help you rediscover the joy of connection that exists away from the lens of public opinion. My friend, when social media becomes the storyteller of your marriage, truth gets edited out. Remember the trees of Maun. They flourished again when nourished privately, not publicly displayed. Your marriage is not a performance. It is real, and it is a partnership. It is not meant to be consumed by followers. It is meant to be consecrated before God as a holy expression of God's union with His people. Let your story be written by love, faith, and authenticity, not by the scrolling opinions of strangers. Don't let social media narrate what God Himself is still writing in love. Thank you.